Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good
This
morning.
is Gavin
And Elena.
with the Bridge Live, and we're here this week. We've been having a whole lot of fun moving over to YouTube and getting YouTube set up. I find it weird that YouTube, when you know how they have that header banner on top, that's just a small fraction of what they take. You got to do one for like a giant HD TV. So there's all this dead space I have to account for people who watch it on like TV. So when you look at our TV, it's this weird looking kind of piecemeal image because, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I was just telling him that things are too tech savvy for me. So that just goes to show.
Today we're going to be talking about our tech savviness. But first, let's get some updates up from the radio. We are starting a new program from 3 to 4 in the afternoons, weekdays, on February 4th. It's the first Monday in February.
Yeah, the 4th.
We will be starting Money Wise Live. It's a live call-in show where you can call in and get financial advice from these two guys, and it's pretty awesome. They've had all sorts of questions, like a lady called once about should she be paying tithing on child support, and they're like, no, that's something that's earmarked for something specific. About wills and what you leave behind and finding the right car. Like it's been a pretty interesting show I've listened to so far.
Yeah.
And it is live, so you'll be able to call into it every single day. So that's going to be from 3 to 4. Monday is the official kickoff of the Sing Dear Valentine contest.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we have no idea what to expect. Like, we sang for you last week. This morning, I think Dave was singing, but you'll never hear it. He's talking about it on the radio. We're pretty excited because we're going to let all of our listeners vote on the videos on the website, and the top 3 win.
They can win an $800 stay towards Schlitterbahn Resorts in South Padre.
And it's pretty fun.
It's not that far away. Chunk, so you can go on like a fun weekend, and I don't know all the price points per season. Like I'm sure some are, like
it's like a regular hotel. It's gonna fluctuate.
But you can like go to explore South Padre while you're there, which is always super fun.
Go when it's not season, so it's not full of drunk college kids. Is my advice.
Yeah, just don't go during spring break.
Or
that's
sometimes
like the worst
during
time
summer. Yeah, I lived in New Braunfels for a while when my child was small, and I loved it except for spring break, summer, and Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
Because all summer it's just half-naked college kids as far as the eye can see. You can't see the river.
It's the worst.
They were like, we were trying to drive through town, and there was this bus, like they were packed in there. My son's like, why are there people not wearing any clothes in that bus? Why is nobody wearing any clothes?
That's a great question.
He was a toddler, and he was completely confused at this bus full of skin. And I was like, they're college kids. They're wearing swimwear. You go over the bridge of the river, and you can't see the river because it's wall-to-wall tubes. I'm like, how is that fun? It's like a very slow conveyor belt. And I thought, okay, whoever thought of tubing must have been genius, because how do you talk people into getting in a tube 5 miles up the river, then go down the river 5 miles and not be anywhere near your car?
They have the buses.
Back then, they probably didn't.
Yeah, you probably just had to walk.
Yeah.
Or you'd have, I don't know, you'd like drop one car off there and then drive over.
They have buses for like if you pay for like the rocking tubes or whatever. But what if you just want to go to the river and don't have a plan? Like you're gonna get stranded. It doesn't seem like a good idea.
I went with my friends and that almost happened to us. We made it to the last bus within like 5 minutes of it leaving. I was like, guys, like, does anyone know? And I'm like such a planner. I'm like a type of personality. And I was like asking, and like, no, we don't know. And I was like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna have to walk like miles. Like, I don't even know what direction our car is in right now. And no one knew. And I was like, hey, when is the last bus? Like, they're like, oh, in like 5 minutes. You better hop on now. I was like, oh yeah, no kidding. So we like ran to it.
Ran up to the bus.
I was like, see, this is why I make the plans and I don't let other people.
So, moral of the story: go to South Padre when it's not full of college kids.
Yeah, that was just the long explanation for it.
Yeah. So
anyway, super fun competition. You can sing with someone, or you can sing by yourself,
or have puppets do it. Maybe lip sync your dog singing it. Whatever you want to do, have fun with it. That's the biggest thing.
There's really no limit on it.
Fun. We want you to have fun.
Yeah, that's the point. It's just fun.
And so if you have something online, you can drop us a link. You can send us your video if you just make it on your phone. And we'll
email us.
Yeah, we'll get it all up and going, and we'll have some fun with it. And I guess last bridge news is we're updating our app, so you'll see some new features in our app right now. As I'm working on that, actually today. Yesterday I got sidetracked doing other things, so today is my app day. I'm going to really sit down They updated a whole bunch of new features. Like, you'll be able to now see our Instagram in the app.
Ooh,
A whole bunch of other
cool.
fun things. Everyone loves our Instagram because that's where we put all the inspirational quotes. Like, it never ceases to amaze me. We'll put up like all sorts of news and fun things. I was like, yay, you put up an inspirational quote and it goes viral. Like, it goes everywhere. That's our biggest thing that people love, I guess, is inspirational quotes from the Bible.
It's just fun.
So I'm going to
It's
work
like
on some more
your
of
daily
those. We should do a daily one. I don't know if I can handle a daily one. That's a lot of work.
Weekly dose.
A weekly
Monthly
dose. A monthly dose.
Today is also the day that the newsletter goes out. So, it goes out at 10, but you can always sign up for the newsletters on the Bridge website.
Yep.
So,
And there's been a
bridgejohnson.com.
lot of work going into this newsletter. Like, every day it's like, let's look at it, let's look at it, let's look at it. I'm like, it
I
looks
constantly
fine.
have them revise it because I'm like OCD and I'm always like, another set of eyes. And I just
Yeah,
like things
I was
to be
like,
perfect.
don't count on me proofreading it because I am a little dyslexic when it comes to words. So they look fine to me, but
It's more like it's just like I have to make sure that
So I look at the
looks
visual
good.
side of it. When it comes to the word side of it, you guys are I can't. I just can't.
And I try to make it fun.
Yeah.
It's probably a
So
little too
today,
fun.
our big newsletter goes out. Should be lots of fun.
I'm excited.
I guess that was the last bit of Bridge news. Our
Yeah.
newsletter today.
Yeah.
All right, so
Go sign up.
sign up for it and get it. And we're going to talk a little bit today about technology and how it's evolved because we were doing this show a couple weeks ago and we were arguing about our phones because I can do this show off of my phone, no problem. I can go live. It looks great. I have a younger person here who has no idea about technology and it astounds me.
I'm the worst.
Like, my son was using touchpads at 2. Like, I
still barely know how to use them.
I know I've watched as computers went from filling this room to being on a little like SD card that big. Like, we're using this little camera that's no bigger than my palm.
It's like
the
it's
tower,
like this tall,
like,
but it's like thinner around
yeah,
the
it's
top.
super
It's very
small.
confusing.
And it's amazing to see how it's come. You know, it's like I grew up with the Atari days, and now we've got Xbox. We've got. I went from the phones that were huge with the antenna to that. Like, for real. I love technology, and this came up because we were talking about my house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a Google fanatic, right? I've got a Google Home unit in every room of my house. They all talk together. I talk to my phone all the time. I can control most of the items in my house with my Google Home unit, like my lights, the way I do things. I have routines set up, so if I say, okay, Google, good night.
I just flipped the switch on the
Yeah. Like, we were talking, like...
I just, like, I was telling him, I was like, that's just, like, a lot. Like, that just seems, I don't know. I'm like, I just use, like, one of those timers that you just, like, twist around and, like, you can plug stuff into, like, on Christmas. That's what we use for our lights and our outdoor lights and stuff, and then it just...
See, all of my lights for Christmas are on smart plugs, so I can say, okay, Google, turn on my Christmas tree, and boop, there's my Christmas tree. Okay, Google, turn on the outside lights. Boop, all my outside lights are on. Like, I don't have to get up, and it's made me really lazy. Like, I was in bed last night, and I went to say, okay, Google, good night. Tells me my routine, what's on my schedule tomorrow, the weather, turns off all my lights, and starts playing white noise. So, I have sounds of the ocean that I go to sleep to.
Oh my gosh. See, that's, like, far too fancy for me.
And so we were talking, and I was like, I don't understand. Elena. She's supposed to live in this world.
Like, I have a little seal stamp thing
Who
that
writes
I got for
letters?
Christmas. Oh, all the time, especially thank you letters. You have to give thank you letters. You don't do that?
You think people like face to face? Like, I don't know anyone who writes physical letters.
Even my cousins do. Maybe it's just my family thing where we like still.
And you wax seal it and everything?
I haven't yet. I just got one for Christmas.
Oh,
My dad
no.
got me one, and I'm so excited to use it. You have no idea. As an E and a G for my first and last name.
See, you're more like Dave. Dave avoids technology. Like, he's always telling me that computer's going to erupt, and sometimes it does. One time he was right because Microsoft released a patch for Windows 7, which was one of our server computers, and kicked it off the network. Greg had no end of fun trying to figure that one out. So, and I just find it astonishing that, you know, you and Dave are kind of alike.
Yeah.
I mean, you were raised very much the same. You're very core into your faith. And technology is not even on your radar.
Yeah.
Whereas me, on the other hand, I live my life by technology. I make sure we stay on the radio. Anytime someone has a problem, they call me. My first response is always, did you Google it?
For my job like that, like making sure we're on the radio, like, yeah, okay, I would do it. But it's not like My house isn't like the Smart
Oh,
House movie.
I had to.
Did you ever see that movie?
Yes.
Smart House? It's not like that.
I had to because I like the idea of the connected home. It actually makes things for me a lot easier because I won't forget things. I'm constantly reminded. It's kind of nice to be able to just walk to your house and talk to a non-existent AI and have it respond to you. Not really. Like, I'm not one of the sad people who get like the hologram ones, but it also made my house very energy efficient. Everything is way like all my smart plugs make sure when they're off they're not using any power, so whatever's plugged in like it completely shut down. All of my light bulbs are LEDs.
So like if you were to leave your house, could you do it from your phone too? That would feel like, oh, I forgot to turn off.
Yeah,
iron.
I could pull up my phone right now and show you everything that's running in my house.
See, that's crazy to me. See, like that's kind of nice because if you forget to like turn something off, whatever, like okay, great. But it's just like a lot for me personally to handle. Because I like don't like I had the iPhone 8 and so you have your your fingerprint and I don't even like that. Like that freaks me out. And now they have the face recognition one. Like that's a real weird. I'm
also the only one in the office that has an Android phone. Everyone here is on iPhones and they want me to fix them. Like
savvy.
I don't understand.
How to do that?
It's backwards. Like it's like going 3 steps backwards when I have to pick up an iPhone. I'm like, why would you do this? Because she can't get a flip phone. She'll get an iPhone.
Do they even sell flip phones anymore?
Flip phones are making a comeback because of millennials. Everything old is new again. They want flip phones and vinyl records and.
Like I remember when my family got our first cell phone. It wasn't like a big bulky one. It was like the one that was like it was like this big. It looked like a smaller house phone, essentially like a smaller landline. And I remember if you accidentally got on the internet, you'd click the end button like 12 times to make sure my parents didn't get charged for it. If you like accidentally did it, like it was full on. And now you have iPhones where like you get on the internet no problem.
Yeah, it's
just so funny.
It's
and then
crazy.
My cousin had to use a rotary phone. I was like, do you know what a rotary phone is? And he's like, no, we're in some antique shop. And I held it there. There was a video too that came out, and my cousin just like turns the whole thing several times, and I was like, what is he even doing? But eventually I taught him, but it was just funny because he's like, I don't know how to work this.
It's funny to bring up rotary phones because I went to visit my nephew last night. He has one of those Fisher-Price pull ones where the eyes come out. It's still a rotary phone.
Yeah.
And we were making fun of it. And I was like, technology's come so far. My brother's like, well, what would you do? I said, what? Put a cell phone on wheels and make like that doesn't work. But it's hilarious, the gap between technology and generations, because the newer people, they would never fathom AOL dial-up. Like, are you kidding me? Or rotary phones, or having to actually go outside and go to the grocery store. Yeah. Like, I'm not as bad as, curbside pickup. I'll still go to the grocery store.
That's crazy, too.
But
it's convenient, but...
Well, it's okay to get out of your car and go do things. Like, I did it once.
If you, had a kid and they were, you couldn't go to the store with them, or,
they learn to be a good parent.
Well, what if they're, sick and, ill or something and, they just need to sleep?
Then have your spouse watch them and go to the grocery store.
What if they have to work?
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, in situations...
There are situations where it can be fine.
Yeah. Yes. But ultimately, I appreciate that I can, go out and do things and, walk on my 2 legs like God gave me, so... I'm good with going to the store.
Yeah, it's
actually
great.
I hate grocery shopping, but when I do have to, it's fine.
I use my phone grocery shopping. I make my lists. I'll say, okay, Google, put apples on my grocery list, so it keeps a running tab, and my H-E-B app will let me know if there's coupons for whatever I buy. They've even got the Amazon stores. Have you seen those? Have you heard about? They're not here yet, but there's no cashiers. It watches everything you do.
Yeah, and you can scan stuff and pay through your phone.
No, you don't even have to do that.
Oh no, that's Sam's. I'm thinking of Sam's.
You scan your phone as you walk in, and it watches and weight sensors whatever you pick up. It charges you for when you leave. Walmart's trying to get to that point. I don't know how Walmart could do that.
I don't trust that system.
It's apparently 99%.
Most of the time I hate doing self-checkout because I get nervous with it.
Am I scanning it right?
No, I just feel okay, let me do this person who's working hard and is
oh, really?
Yeah.
That person that works hard.
I mean, they're probably please go to the other one. I don't want to have to deal with it. But I'm okay, well, I don't know.
It's weird.
RHB just got self-checkout, overnight. We're fancy now.
It works out that way. So, what do you guys think about technology and how it's evolved? Where do you fall in technology? Are you like me, where you're, yay, smart home, or are you like Elena, who's boom, Stone Age?
I like paper and hard copies of stuff.
I like paper.
I do. I like having written notes and everything in paper, which is a fire hazard. So it's fine.
Only if you're a hoarder.
Yeah. No, I throw a lot of stuff away, but I recycle. You have to. Awesome.
She's all, yeah, recycle.
Yeah.
So,
Don't get on to me about it.
So, like we said, stay tuned for Monday for our Senior Valentine contest where it officially kicks off. Get your videos ready to go. Start planning your love songs, and we'll see who wins and how it plays out. We'll be back next week.
Super excited.
Don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. We're working on shirts. I think she brought in shirt samples, and we're matching colors, and we're having all sorts of fun. In February 2nd? We will be,
February 2nd.
Hand and Stone Massage in Leander.
Yeah.
We will be out there. Evelyn will be out there. They're going to do a live love talk.
Ladies will be there.
We'll be out there. We'll broadcast our video live a couple times. We went out there last week. It's actually a pretty cool little place. It's just you want to know where, because there's the big HB. I love HB shopping centers.
Yeah, it's like in the complex, right?
Yeah, it's like around the corner where no one looks, but it's like this awesome place.
Yeah, that'll be in the newsletter too, so I'll have like the address and times and everything.
You will come out and visit with us. We'll probably have some bridge swag. I like saying bridge swag. Like we have, here's a monogram Bible. No, I don't know. We have like mugs and
like keychains too.
Like flashlight keychains. And
these are cool.
We did Post-it notes. I'm not really quite sure why, but we did Post-it notes.
Everyone needs Post-it notes. I use them all the time.
Stone age.
I use the electronic sticky notes sometime. On the computer, there's a little thing for sticky notes. I've used that before.
All right.
Moving on up in the world.
So we'll be back with you guys next week. Tuesdays about 9:15.
Yes.
We'll start going live on
We're early
YouTube.
Today, but...
Make sure you like our YouTube page. Make sure you like our Facebook page. You can find all the links to all those on our website. We have a lot of fun. We do what we do. And our very first Stories from the Bridge video is coming up. I'm in the process of getting it ready. We interviewed and talked to Evelyn about her and Love Talk. And
it was so fun.
I'm going to just let her, because this is the first time she got to sit down with Evelyn. Like, what was your impression of this?
I mean, I already loved Evelyn, like, even just because... You know, she goes records and then, they head out. So she and I don't have, like, a lot of, like, in-depth conversations. But then I heard her story and everything, and it was just so cool to see, like, how God has moved her life and into what it is now and just the impact she's made on, everyone around her and, everything around her. So it was really, really cool. So I'm really excited for everyone to hear it because it was just fascinating.
Yep.
She's the best, and she always looks so hip. Right before, she had a little wardrobe change.
Yeah, she was trying to figure out to wear on
cute.
camera that looked right. Like, it was awesome.
She's like, I need a lighter color, so then she changed to her other jacket. I was like, oh, she's so cute. Love her.
That's the first in a series, Stories from the Bridge. We're going to talk to more people behind the shows and the behind the scenes here. There's more of the Love Talk ladies. There's going to be Jonathan Sines. We're trying to get Larry Lennon Schmidt. Some of the local groups we do, and it's all leading up to a bigger project about the bridge. So yeah, make sure you like us on our YouTube. That's where you're gonna start finding all that. I like how it looks like a little minion. We should color it yellow.
Oh my gosh, that's your paint overalls on it.
All right, so that's it for this week. We did do our day report. So our day report is he's doing voice tracking this morning, and
thrilling.
He's on the phone right now.
He has to go run a couple errands.
Yeah, that's the day report he's telling us. He has to go run a couple errands today.
Yeah.
So maybe when he's not here, we'll sneak a tour of his office because he has all these amazing pictures from old magazines on the wall.
He said he got tired of just the blank wall, so he's like...
Well, her office is like a little, just like alcove, and there's nothing but bland white everywhere, so I'm surprised she hasn't done anything.
I have 4 things on the wall.
It needs to be a padded room. That says a lot about that room right there, doesn't it? So yeah, we will try to sneak a tour of Dave's room at some point in time when he's not here, because he'll be like, no,
we got it out on camera, just the radio.
All right, so that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye.